What's up? Welcome to Fandom Fights. Very exciting time here in the Fandom Fights world, as we are just knee-deep in tournament season. And yeah, we're in round 3 of the tournament already. Isn't that crazy? And not only are we in round 3, we're getting close to wrapping up round 3 with a very exciting match here today. We have the number 15 seed, Jake Meltzer, playing the number 7 seed, Cameron Holzmann. Both people winning their first and second round matches to get here today. I believe Cameron beat Jay in round 1, then beat Albert in a rematch in round 2. Jake beating Brooklyn in round 1 dominantly, and then squeaking out a victory against Brittany in round 2 to get us to where we are today. So it should be fun, should be exciting. Let's see what the players have to say in the promos.
Well, Jake, here we are. We're back. Yeah. And I wasn't here for your last one, and I'm a little sad about that, but you played probably as, she might have been ranked 31, but she's easily one of the best players in this entire thing. She's drastically underranked, and you got the win there. So we're playing the Kingsman again. Shocking. It's been so long. Obviously, we are going to get them again. How are you feeling about today?
Yeah, it has been a while since we've gone against the Kingsman. So I think by seeding, yes, it may have looked like I should have beaten Brittany, but she was drastically underseeded. She's a future contender in this league. So to get that win, to get to this point, it really meant a lot to me. And now I just got to turn right around, and I got to face another titan of this division, someone who has a lot more experience, has been around for a while, Cameron Holzmann, probably the best Warzone / Fandom player, 50-50 player. He's sort of, like I said at the end of my last match, kind of where I want to get to, just in terms of being able to do well in both. And yeah, I think this is, I'm playing this one really quick after my last match, so hopefully the knowledge is still pretty fresh. I think this is going to be a really fun match. And you know what? If I lose, I wasn't even supposed to get this far. So getting this far to me feels really good, and I just don't want to embarrass myself today. Cameron's a really good player. I know that I'm really going to have my work cut out for me, but I'm still gonna give it my all, and we'll see what happens. But
so you can do it. Hey, look, we believe in Fun DMC believes in you. I believe in you. We know Cameron's good. We know it's going to be a tough match, but you've shown what you can do, and you're going to do it again today. So let's roll.
Isn't it adorable? He wants to be you, Cam. He wants to be as good as you. That's adorable. Look, you're winning this thing today. We're winning this thing. The scariest match in our corner of the bracket that we thought we had was the rematch. You and Albert. We were like, the winner of that is going to be the winner of this quadrant of the bracket. They're going to go play the semis. We're probably going to play Tim. And now it's you. We want that rematch with Tim. We're assuming it's going to be Tim. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Tim. And we want Tim Holtzman too. So, look, Meltzer, you've been playing good. Congrats. You beat Brittany on opponent's choice. But we're winning this corner of the bracket. So.
Good. Let's do this. I bought the James Bond box set for this, and then we set it up in 3 days, and so I didn't have time to use it.
Man is maketh man. Let's play.
Weren't those some promos? I bet they were. I wasn't doing other things while the promos were happening, but I know they were great. I know that Jake said some very nice things about Cam, and then Koho made fun of him for it like a jerk. But it's okay, because Cam and Jake are both very nice, and they're both very good at this. So should be an exciting match. And without further ado, let us get to the match. We'll bring in our competitors. As we get into round number 1, here's how round number 1 is going to work. You will get 10 questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. You'll have 15 seconds to write down your answer, and at the end of 15 seconds, I will say pens down. You will reveal your answer and say it aloud. Should anyone get all 10 questions in round number 1, you will receive a bonus question. You will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge to use throughout the entirety of the match. Gentlemen, any questions as we get into round number 1? Alrighty, your first question comes in the category of Star Trek. In the Final Frontier, who fires the blast that destroys the evil being at the center of the galaxy? I like these movies. Tim doesn't, which Should just prove to you that I'm right and Tim's wrong most of the time. But that's, hearsay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Jake.
Spock.
And Cam.
Spock.
Spock is correct. Your second question comes in the category of fandom quotes. Which Star Wars Jedi said the quote, "Then our worst fears have been realized. We must move quickly if the Jedi Order is to survive"? Heavy shit. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Start with Cam.
I said Mace Windu.
And Jake.
I also said Mace Windu.
Mace Windu is correct. 2-2 as we get to the
There's
third
two
question.
forwards to be Yoda.
I know, right? That's exactly what I thought.
Your third question comes in the category of James Bond. Who plays Cara Milovi in The Living Daylights? The Living Daylights. I was in a Full Metal Bond match recently. Don't really know why I was there. I don't recall signing up for it, nor do I feel I'm qualified. But it happened, and it was a fun time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Jake.
I hope I got the right one. Mariam Diabo.
And Cam.
I had nothing.
Miriam Dabo. Yeah, it's spelled right. I assume that's how you pronounce it. So, yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
As we get to the fourth question, Jake takes a 1-point lead. The fourth question is in the category of Marvel. What is the final test that Eggsy fails, losing him the moniker of Lancelot in Kingsman: The Secret Service? These should have Bond songs if they do more Kingsman. They should have like Kingsman songs. Do you guys, maybe the Kingsman as a faction have songs? I don't know. Cameron Redshaw. Probably. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Cam.
Shooting, I put it in air quotes, his dog.
And Jake.
He doesn't shoot his puppy.
That is correct on both accounts. Yeah, shoot the dog. That's what
I was like,
your next question comes in the category of Mission Impossible. How does Dr. Nakorovich transport the Chimera virus at the beginning of Mission Impossible 2 until he is killed by Ambrose on the plane? When you were young and your mentor told you to shoot your dog. I imagine that's how the Kingsman song would go. Probably not. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Jake.
I don't know. In a stuffed animal.
And Cam.
I also didn't know. I said it's in his blood.
I'll take that. He injects himself with it. So, yeah, in his blood, that's where it would go.
Good point.
So, Cam ties the game 4-4 as we have no more perfect rounds. As we get to the next question, which is in the category of Fandom Oscars. How many Toy Story films were nominated for Best Original Song? I've been doing a lot of singing. Now I have to refrain because the songs I want to sing are, related to the question. So I can't do that. Could talk about shooting dogs more, but probably shouldn't do that either because, that question was like 3 questions ago.
And this video will get demonetized.
4, 3. Yeah, because we're totally monetized. 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Cam.
I believe it's all 4, and only the worst of the 4 won.
Jake.
Yeah, that's probably right. I only said 3.
4 is correct.
Yeah.
Thought
about it.
The Toy Story 4 has the worst song by far. Your next question comes in the category of horror icons. How is Allison, played by Andy Matichak, related to Laurie Strode in 2018's Halloween? Spooky ones. Try not to watch these too often. I only really watch them in the daylight, and I work, so like that's a difficult task. Well, thank you, Cody. I would also let me throw myself away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jake.
Granddaughter.
And Cam.
I wrote it as though there was going to be more on my board. Granddaughter.
Granddaughter is correct. So each getting a point. Cam maintains a 1-point lead as we get to the next question, which is in the category of DC. What is the name of the headline story that Lois writes the day after her first interview with Superman in Superman the movie? This movie's pretty bad. I lied to myself for a while, said it wasn't because nostalgia and stuff, but like I wasn't alive then. I can't have nostalgia for that. It's just kind of not good. You'll believe a man can fly. Not really. It doesn't look like it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Cam.
Why the world needs Superman?
And Jake.
I don't know. I just said Superman Speaks.
The correct answer is I spent the night with Superman.
Well, that makes sense.
Both unfortunately incorrect. Lois being a bit cheeky with the headlines. As we get to your penultimate question, we have a score. Cam leads Jake 6-5. The penultimate question is in the category of the Worlds of DC. What is Rick Flag trying to get Enchantress to do when she escapes in Suicide Squad? Okay. Superman the movie's better than this. That pause after I asked the question was me thinking about maybe Suicide Squad, but no, probably not. 5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Okay, that'll be Jake's first repeat. The question again. What is Rick Flag trying to get Enchantress to do when she escapes in Suicide Squad?
Oh.
I wanna let you. Okay, that song's not bad. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Jake.
I think maybe I gave Cam the opportunity to get it right. I said take a bath. I forgot.
And Cam.
I said leave June's body.
Both unfortunately incorrect. He was trying to get her to place a bomb, which is then used later in the film to, I guess that's what they call irony. But we have a score of 6-5 as we get to the final question, which is in the category of Disney animation. Which Disney animated film features a location called the Court of Miracles? I had jury duty once. Got canceled. It was too snowy. Am I allowed to talk about that? I mean, I didn't actually go, right? So it should be good legally. I'll consult the macaw later. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Cam.
Great soundtrack. The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
And Jake.
That's right. I said the one.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame is correct. But with that, we come to the end of round number 1. Cam leads 7 to Jake's 5. But anything can happen as we get into round number 2. Here's how round number 2 is going to work. It is the wheel round. There are 8 slices, as well as spinners and opponent's choice on the wheel. Each player will get a spin at the wheel. If you like what you keep the first time, you may keep it. If you don't like it, you may spin again. But you will be forced to keep what you spin the second time. You will get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless you would like to check down to multiple choice, at which case they will only be worth 1 point. Look out! Stealing. Round 2. Scary.
Oh, I thought you were worrying us about the train at the top of the screen.
No, that too.
That too. It's the stealing train. Okay, Cam, you're in the lead. Do you want to go first or second?
Second,
Okay,
please.
cool. All right.
Because you really need to ask.
Bring in Anthony. Jake, this will be your first spin. Oh, you know what? I didn't read the categories. Sounds like Koho and Holzmann knew what they were doing, but the categories on the wheel today are James Bond, Pixar, horror icons, DC, scores and soundtracks, Wizarding World, Disney live action, and Star Trek. Holzmann, you already said you're going second. So, Jake, this is your first spin. Lands on Spinner's Choice.
Oh, that's nice. You know,
Right? Yeah. Let's go Wizarding World.
All righty. Wizarding
Possible
World.
if you needed it, just in case. But
Right, Wizarding World it is. Jake, are you prepared for your questions in the category of the Wizarding World?
Sure hope so.
Great. Almost there, I promise. Okay, your first question. What was the last Wizarding World film to feature Cornelius Fudge?
Order of the Phoenix.
That is correct for 2 points. A tie game. Your second question, Jake. In the Deathly Hallows Part 1, what is the answer to Lupin's question of what creature was in the corner of his office the first time Harry visited?
Think I know, but to be safe, I'm going to check down to multiple choice.
5, 4, 3.
I said multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are: is it A, a Cornish pixie, B, a boggart, C, a boat truckle? Yeah. Am I frozen?
You're lagging pretty bad.
I didn't hear D. Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Jake, your multiple choice options. Is it A, Cornish pixie, B, boggart, C, bow truckle, D, grindelow?
Well, was my gut is A, Cornish pixie.
That is incorrect. Cam, chance for a 1 point steal. Is it A, Cornish pixie, B, boggart, C, bow truckle, D, grindelow?
D, Grindelow.
That is correct for a 1 point steal. All right, so Jake, your third question in the Wizarding World. Who advises Grindelwald to be gentle with Credence before he goes in to speak with him and reveal his name at the end of the Crimes of Grindelwald?
Queenie.
That is correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question. Ian Hart plays which Hogwarts professor?
Professor Quirrell.
That is correct for another 2 points. And Jake, your final question. How does Harry open the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets in the Chamber of Secrets?
He speaks parcel tongue to open the entrance, to open it, yeah.
That is correct for another 2 points.
I bring in Koho for a second.
Of course. All right.
So there's kind of 2 entrances in a way, because there's the bathroom and there's the big snake door.
Does he take the big snake door?
Well, he takes both.
Okay.
Like you take the one entrance to get to the.
Is there a different answer than speak parcel tongue?
Well, let's leave it. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say then don't do it. We're good.
Just checking.
We appear to be good. So thus ends Jake's round 2. Jake gets his score up to 13. Cam with that steal in there gets his score up to 8. As we bring back the guy and bring up the wheel for Cam's spin. Cam, this is your first spin at the wheel.
Spun it the wrong way.
Lands on DC.
You want to give that again?
I think we might as well spin again. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go again. Respin.
Yeah. Spin
All
again.
right. Your spin, you will be forced to keep whatever this spin lands on. Looks like it's going to be Star Trek.
All right.
Cool.
Use multiple choice. Use repeats. You're good.
All right. Cameron, are you prepared for your questions in the category of Star Trek?
Sure.
All right. Your first question. Who plays Lily, Zefram Cochrane's partner who forms a relationship with Picard in Star Trek First Contact?
Alfre Woodard.
That's correct for 2 points. Your second question. Which Star Trek film is the only one where Bones gives medical attention to Spock for a wound he receives?
Star Trek Beyond.
That is correct for another 2 points.
Great scene.
Yeah, that's good.
Your third question. In the search for Spock, David Marcus is killed by a Klingon after he stops him from killing who?
Savick.
That is correct for 2 points.
Couldn't remember her damn name.
All right, Cam, your penultimate question. Why did Spock originally assign Uhura to the Farragut and not the Enterprise in Star Trek 09?
I'll go multiple choice.
Okay. Your multiple choice options are, is it A, to avoid favoritism? B, the Enterprise had a xenolinguistics expert already? C, he believed the Farragut was what she wanted? Or D, he believed his feelings for her would distract him?
A.
A is correct for 1 point. So we get to your final question, Cam, in Star Trek. Which member of Picard's crew has empathic and telepathic abilities?
Deanna Troi.
That is correct for another 2 points.
Good job.
Of Star Trek. And thus brings us to the end of round number 2. Cam in the lead with 17 to Jake's 13. But you thought anything could happen last time. Anything can happen in round number 3 because it's the betting round. Here's how the betting round is going to work. There's going to be 5 more questions in random fandom categories. Each player will get to choose if they'd like to bet between 0 and 2 points on the question. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or the score reaches 0. Any questions as we get into round number 3?
Nope.
All right, your first category for which you can bet points is the Wizarding World.
Koho, I'm thinking the Lone Ranger.
Yeah, go for it.
Valley Girl.
Yeah, Valley Girl on this one.
All right. I'll go.
2 very different movies.
Yes.
All righty.
But when you think about it, are they?
All right,
You'll see a pattern.
we will get bets starting with Jake
2.
and Cam.
2.
All right, the question. What is the name of the bar where Ron sees Ginny kissing Dean in Half-Blood Prince? Yeah, think about it. These kids are in, like, I know there's Canadians here, but these kids are in, like, what, 11th grade, and they have, like, a bar that they're allowed to go to. It's crazy.
Well, we don't know how alcoholic butterbeer is.
Repeat the question.
All right, that'll be Jake's second repeat.
Yeah.
What is the name of the bar where Ron sees Ginny kissing Dean in The Half-Blood Prince? It's got beer in the name, but so does root beer, so I guess that doesn't count. Butterbeer. I've had what I assume someone just guessed would be butterbeer is. It's pretty good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Jake
Hogshead in.
and Cam.
The 3 broomsticks.
The 3 broomsticks is the correct answer. So Jake will lose 2 points. Cam will gain 2 points. The score is now 19-11 as we get to the next question, which comes in the category of Middle Earth.
Wild at Heart.
Yeah, Wild at Heart.
I mean, being John.
It's either. Okay, Koho, I'm gonna say something else.
Okay.
It's either Old Yeller or it's Holes.
I'll let you call it.
I'm thinking Old Yeller.
Go Old Yeller. And go Old Yeller.
All right. We appear to be good. If I have read the room correctly, I'll get bets starting with Cam.
0.
And Jake.
2.
All right. Your question in the category of Middle Earth. In how many Middle Earth films does the prancing pony appear? This is another bar where, like, hobbits can't be that old.
Your third question, what's the name of the bar?
Yeah. Literally. This is another bar that, like, definitely is serving minors.
Your fourth question, Andrew James Bar.
What is wrong with fantasy? That was good. That's a good one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Cam first.
I said 2.
And Jake.
I also said 2.
2 is unfortunately incorrect. We were looking for 3. I believe the 3 are Fellowship of the Ring, Desolation of Smaug, and everyone's favorite, the 1978 animated Lord of the Rings.
I remembered 78. I forgot Desolation of Smaug.
I remember Desolation of Smaug. I forgot the fucking 78.
That bird flip is very fair. I understand. So Jake will lose 2 points, goes down to 9 to Cam's 19. As we get to the third question of the round, which is in the category of horror icons.
Koho, I'm going to bet. I still just want to name a movie with the code that's fun. So I'm going to bet Dr. Strangelove or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb.
I was thinking Singing in the Rain. Sure.
That's Deadfall time. It's Deadfall time, baby.
Deadfall time.
Yep.
All right. We appear to be good once again. Just doing some math. All right, we'll get bets starting with Jake.
2.
And Cam.
0.
All right, the question in horror icons. In 2010's A Nightmare on Elm Street, how specifically does Nancy keep herself awake in the truck while Quentin goes into the pharmacy to get a refill on their way to the preschool? Man. Scary. Then the newer ones, like the remakes and stuff, they're even scarier because then people are like, oh, now we know how to scare people, so we're going to do that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jake.
This is the worst Nightmare on Elm Street movie by a significant margin. Injects herself with adrenaline.
And Cam.
I said horror is too spooky for me.
And your winner, Cameron Holzmann. The correct answer is actually she burns herself with the car cigarette lighter. I believe Quentin takes the adrenaline. But with that, we do have a winner in Cameron Holzmann. Yeah, with a final score of, 19 to Jake 7. And that is not a score representative of the match, as with what happened with Fandom sometimes in the betting round 3. Jake definitely played better than 7 points, but when you get a couple questions that you don't know in round 3, it can do that to the score. But Cam, playing a hell of a match. Let's talk to our unfortunate loser today. Jake, as you said, you weren't even supposed to be here, but we were glad you made it here. You played great in order to get here. And you played great today. As I said, the score does not reflect the overall quality of how you played in the match. How you feeling about it? And yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I second guessed myself a lot in this match. Like the Oscars question in round 1, I was thinking 4. I was like, wait, did You Got a Friend of Me? That definitely got nominated, right? No, yes, no, maybe. And I panicked. on that one. And then the Harry Potter question with the Grindylow and the Cornish Pixie, that one I second guessed myself. And then the Wizarding World one in round 3 was obviously the killer. That I was like, it can't be that easy, can it? And so I overthought myself there. Yeah, it is what it is. I was coming in this one pretty loose. I know Cameron is good, really good at this, and I know he wanted this one. And I'm still new around here. I still have a good record. I'm still 3-1, so I know I got work to do to get up to a higher level. I haven't been around that long. I just became a Fandom player out of necessity to bring this into existence. So yeah, but I'm really excited to get into teams with Robert because it'll be nice to be the B player for once. And like no offense to my Warzone team partner, but I'm happy to take a back seat and let Robert shine there whenever that happens. But yeah, Cameron played great. I can't take anything away from him. I definitely could have been better, but yeah, this was. I'm just glad I got this far.
I think you played well. You did. The round 3 was rough. Like Nick so nicely said, 7 points is not how you showed. Because you get a couple questions round 3 wrong, and it just hits. You're kind of the rookie in Fandom. You're going up against old guard. We all know how good Cameron is. So you show that you belong in Fandom. You can only go up. You obviously are a great studier. You know what you need to know, and I know any loss makes you work harder for the next one. So we'll get into teams next. We'll see how that goes. And that's all I got. I think you played great. And now let's just let Koho trash us for some reason, even though we're trying to be nice today, but let's let Koho do the trash talk now. We'll let that go.
Sounds good. I'll try to rein him in, but great job again today, Jake. We will see you in singles again post-tournament, as well as your team's debut, which we all look forward to. So we will see you then. But for right now, let's bring in our winner today. Not you, Mr. Cameron Holzmann.
Hi.
You played very well. Swept a category that I don't know if a couple months ago you would have even wanted to take ever.
I would not have
really
wanted
well
to take that before playing, Jay.
Sure.
You did really well in round 1, and you played very smart in round 3. How you feeling about today?
Yeah, I feel good. This match feels like almost eerily similar to my match against Albert in a way, where real close between round 1. Round 2, I take just like the slightest of leads, and then round 3 is just not great for either player. And unfortunately, he was in the position where he had to bet, and I was in the safe one. And so if I can continue that streak, that'd be nice. But like, no, Jake, I think, played a really good game. He came in here with horror icons and Bond, the two things that I think publicly people know I don't love. And so I was definitely worried. We had a very quick time from setting this up to playing it. And I think with all that, like, fantastic match. I'm excited to be moving on. It's nice to be able to go on a bit of a run now. And I think no matter who wins the next match, I'll be rematching.
Rematch, no matter what.
Yes.
But we have a preference. We have a preference. You know.
Do you want to talk about the match first, and then I'll tell you who
you're
playing?
Look, Cam played a great game. There's nothing to it. Cam just came out and kicked ass, played great all 3 rounds. He put together a great game. And betting round just wasn't. It was categories he would have liked, but questions I guess he didn't quite know. I thought Jake was about to go on a run there in the betting round when I kept hearing every category, but it just that happens. It happened to me with Joe. It happens to the best of us. But feel bad for Bill though.
Great. Well, you guys may not know this. But you will be playing the winner of Tim Brzakala and RJ. That is a rematch. The winner of that will be in a rematch. It is rematch the tournament. Which rematch would you prefer?
I'm fine with either. Well, Koho wants Tim.
I want Holtzmann Tim too. But
it's a very different match depending on who it is. Because RJ is very similar to me in that like he's the only other person in this league who'll pick Disney live action as a strength category.
True.
Like he's also very much like, I like the Disneys, I like the animated things. Tim, like there's a reason Tim is on the Mount Rushmore. He's one of the greatest. He's held the team's belts forever. Like either way, I'm excited to see who it is, and hopefully I'll be ready for them.
All I know is we were winning up to the last two, and that's a sour taste to know that you were beating one of the best for almost 3 whole rounds. So I want the rematch. Either way, Cam's gonna play a great game.
Great. Well, we look forward to seeing it, as we always do when you gents enter the ring. But for right now, thank you to Jake and Cam for a great match. Thank you to Anthony and Koho, and thank you to all of you for watching an incredible tournament thus far, and it will continue. So please check out all the great matches Fandom Fights has to offer. I've been your host, and we'll see you next time with another great match.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good.